Well, hello there, and welcome back to Arcane Skies, Episode 7. I do not know what is up with these bat wings. I loaded a past game that I had the bat wings ring, but I don't have it now, and I definitely cannot fly, so it's some sort of bug or something like that. But I reloaded, and I still have these wings. I don't know what's up with that, but I can't fly. I didn't cheat or anything like that. It's some sort of glitch. Anyways, between episodes, I did a whole bunch of things. I actually resized this farm right here. It is now 11 by 11 instead of 9 by 9. 11 by 11 is the limit. This thing will go 6 blocks out. So any further than that, and we'll start missing these corners and stuff like that. The hopper hawk. The drum will actually go like 26 blocks or something crazy like that. So the limiting factor is our hopper hawk. We could put more in the middle or something like that if we wanted a really big farm, but as you can see, I'm not really using a lot of these spaces. And now that we've got this drum going, I've actually been making a crazy amount of inferium. You can see I have 12k right now, and I actually made the superium watering can. And if you look at the next step, it actually requires a nether star to make that one, so we're not going to be able to make the premium water can for a while, but Superium does like 7 by 7, so it actually does a pretty big area. The thing's pretty awesome. So that's kind of cool. And then I did some experimenting with the plants, and I wanted to see how big of a difference upgrading them to 10 10 10 makes. And so I took two plants that grow at about the same speed, which are fire seeds and water seeds. And you can see there's 3,700 fire seeds and 1,200 water seeds. It's because I upgraded the fire to 10 10 10. And according to my observation, it grows about 4 times as fast. So there was already some that started with, but man, those fire have really grown up really fast. So I might want to do that with some of the other seeds and stuff like that. That one was mostly an experiment. I don't know if I really need that many of either of those seeds, but I did upgrade the I can't think of the name of that, aquamarine. Yeah, these seeds right here, the aquamarine seeds and the marble, those are 10 10 10. Because the marble especially we need. The aquamarine, not so much. I actually have tons of it. So there's one other thing I wanted to do down here, and that has to do with, let's see how much supremium we have. All right, we got 12, but I've got 13k, so let me craft up a bunch more. All right, there's enough to make 64 right there. And then there's two kinds of crystals here, which are right here and here. So the infusion crystal has 1,000 uses, and the other crystal, so we've already used a bunch of these ones, and then the other crystal has unlimited uses. So if you want to set up any kind of automation or anything like that, we would want several of these. So let's do 4 of them, I think is what I need. And then we need the crafters. What are those called? There they are. All right, so let's grab those and some cables. Oh, the cables are all in my inventory, but I need some more of the regular cables. Let's craft some more of these. And there's one last piece we're going to need, which are these operation upgrades right here. We only need like 4 of these. Oh, and we get 4 per thing. Let's do 16. We might want some more for later. So I think that's everything we need. So let's go on down below. And let's do it over on this side, I guess. Is this right? That's not right, but we'll fix that later. This isn't right either. We don't really want all these cables underneath our dirt. So let's make some extra cables over here. And we're going to want... we don't need these link cables. We need the import and export cables like that. So let's grab... let's do export cable here, and then do 1 crafter, and then another crafter, another crafter, another crafter. So we'll want 4 of these export cables. There we go. And we don't need this cable anymore. and then we'll do import cables down here. All right, so number one is going to be, we need one of these, and we want to put this, and then keep ancillary items in input. Okay, so that should keep that in input. And then what we need is this stuff, Inferium Essence, like so. And that should make Prudentium. And what we want to do is put that in there in the export. This is export, right? Yeah. So, all right. So it's working, and then it doesn't. We just can just blacklist this one, so it's going to bring it back in. But then what we want to do is we want to limit it. So we've got this upgrade right here, and what we can say is if this is less than a certain amount, but it only allows 3 digits. So the highest we can go is 999, and I'd kind of like to keep more than that. I'm also, did I do it the right direction? This is active if less than, all right, we want the opposite. If more than 999 Inferium Essence in the network, then this will be active. It'll spit items into this thing. So if we go below 999 or at 999, then it'll stop crafting. And that's what we want. But I actually want it to be a number that's higher than 999. So what we'll do is we'll grab some here. I'm going to use one of these compacting drawers, like so. So now we have these blocks that are 9 blocks, 9 Inferium per. So, how do I empty this out? Another thing I did do between episodes is I set up these right here, which are these are quantum storage units. So if I pipe an item into it like this, and then let's make sure that it's not grabbing things out. So it'll put everything, every Inferium in the system into it. When we have stack upgrades, which we need to do really quickly, this will go even faster. So it's going to be a little bit slow because we've got tens of thousands of these things. Well, 9,000. And so it's going to take it a while for it to empty out. But this is one of the easiest ways for, say we've got a bunch of aquamarine essence that this storage and thing got filled up, and I had to add an upgrade to it. And that's exactly what did happen. And so I did the same thing with feathers. And so let's bring that, those are chicken essence. My storage got full of chicken essence. So what I would do is I would pipe the chicken essence in through the top. And then once all the chicken essence is into the system, then I say, hey, bring it back out. After I've upgraded the storage so that it's going to prioritize this storage right here. And it's not working. This isn't going down. Oh, blacklist, whitelist. No, this should work. What's going on here? Okay, I'm just stupid. I'm supposed to turn this off so it stops importing them back into it as well. And then once I do that, then the items will start going down. There it goes. So that'll pipe them back into the system. So there was a bunch of these chicken essences in all these chests. And now I've moved them all into here, and then you pipe them all back into the system, and it will, there we go. Now it's actually putting it into the right location because the storage for those items were full. So the same thing here. I'm at 2,700 at this point. So as soon as that's done, I'm going to just crack this box right here and get rid of it, and then when I put them back in, they'll all go into this one. And then that's what I want to do is I want to say, hey, when this is less than, so what I want to do is here, and so Inferium, I guess we'll have to craft one because there's not any in the system. There we go. So when that is less than, I don't know what we want to do. So that's 9. So if we did 100, it'd be 900. If we did 200, it'd be 1,800. So maybe like 2,700. Something like that. Would probably, yeah, let's go 400. So 3,600 Inferium, and then it'll stop. And we can start doing the next ones too as well. So if I can, I'll probably have to get rid of these cables for a second, and then I can always just put them back. That actually disconnects this one, so let's connect that for a second. So the next step is prudentium, which we don't have any. We should. That doesn't make any sense. Did it not bring it back into the system? Let's see what's going on here. Oh, there's a bunch in the system. And this needs speed upgrades, most likely. Not working. Just having all kinds of problems today. Alright, there it goes. When I actually whitelisted Prudentium, now it's bringing it back into the system. Alright, so we come over here. Same basic thing. And then one of these guys. Put that in the inventory, and that'll make intermedium. And then what we'll do is we'll pipe Prudentium into it. And we need one of these guys again. And in this case, we'll just say if I've got more than 800 Prudentium, turn whatever is left. I don't need to keep as much of any of the intermediate stuff as I do of... You definitely need to keep a decent amount of Inferium for various recipes and stuff like that. So that should start piping Inferium, and then I want to do that, and I don't want that, and then that should start bringing that in. Yep, so that's working. So we want some more speed upgrades probably. Actually, we probably don't need speed upgrades on these. Let's see what happens without them. Should be fine. This will be the real... Oh, because, yeah, we don't have any. All right, so intermedium. Grab this stuff. Same basic thing. Another crystal here. I don't know where my other crystal went. It's probably just in my thing. There we go. And we want to do the same thing here. So if this is more than 800, so we'll just keep 800 of each of the intermediate steps, and that'll be fine. And then do we have another crystal? Yeah, we got one there. And then, what's it called? Superium. We only need one to create the recipe. So come over here. Let's move this. Like that. Probably, yeah. There's a lot can be done differently here. So we probably only need this cable. Like that. And we don't need that cable either. I should be able to duck under these. Okay, yeah, there we go. So that's all we really need. So, Supremium. Like so. Then we need a crystal here. And let's pipe Supremium in if we have more than 800 of it. And that should finish everything up. We want to pipe in that stuff, and there we go. Now, if this is done, 6.7K. No, it's not done yet. All right. So we want to get some stack upgrades. That's going to be a pretty important part. So while we're waiting for this, let's see if we can get ourselves into the Nether. I'm probably going to want some armor, I'm thinking. I don't know what kind of armor. I don't remember what kind of armor I used in the past. Let's see. I think I used blood armor from Blood Magic. So we can just start with... These things are super expensive, aren't they? Yeah, so we need those cores. That's not too expensive, but we don't have the emerald. Let's just make diamond armor. Oh my god. I did not mean to do that. Alright, well, we got a decent amount of diamonds, and it's going really fast. Now that we've got this automation going, I'm not going to worry about that too much. But, man, I still have those bat wings. That's so weird. Yeah, there's no ring in my inventory. I just don't know what's going on with that. All right, so let's see. I think there's like a cake we can make if we don't want to make a full nether portal. Of course, we need milk. So maybe we'll just make another portal. I did make obsidian seeds between episodes. So we might want to actually take some of those crafters and build crafters for the various things that there's only one thing that they make, like the marble seeds, the aquamarine seeds, the obsidian seeds. Like those only make the one thing. So you might as well just turn all of the essence into the item that you're gonna want. I could have just used obsidian. I think it's probably cheaper than those cables are. Alright, so let's see what happens. I don't have a sword. I have the Solium dagger. I don't know how much damage this dude does. Let's just go see what happens. Can't be too bad, right? Right? Guess we'll find out. Alright, this doesn't look too bad. I don't know if we can... Oh, this will give us prosperity shards. We definitely want this stuff. This is basically mandatory. What we really need are some blaze rods. That's what we need in order to get those stack upgrades. So I'm going to have to try and find a nether fortress, which I don't especially like the idea of. I think I'm a little bit unprepared for it, because I haven't done any combat whatsoever so far. But let me take a look around and see what I can find. No luck finding a nether fortress, but I realized something that we can actually get. We don't need blaze rods, we need blaze powder. And we can get blaze powder through a sieve with some crushed netherrack, which I could have made some crushed netherrack, but having a ready source, like I just had mined out a bunch of it incidentally. So I think that's going to be a pretty good route for now. The other thing I remembered is that I believe I can use a sharpening tool. Let me look that up real quick. So I think it's like an obsidian sharpening tool, mining level obsidian, mining level cobalt. So if I use that on my pickaxe, I can mine that cobalt and ardite and make some manielan, and that would help me make some really cool tools and weapons. So that might be something cool to do. So let me crush a bunch of netherrack and then sieve it, and we're gonna want a diamond seed for that because the percentages on those blaze powder is really low. It's 10% with diamond and 5% with iron. So let me take care of all that and I'll be back. So this just finished. So this is empty now. So let's do this the slowest way possible. All right, and then let me get a key and unlock it. There we go. Place this down. And do I have an axe? No. There we go. Let's do that a little faster this other time around. Alright, so we should be able to clear this. How do I clear this? There it goes. Okay. And then lock that. And then I should be able to put it back. Because we need it to connect that coal one. There we go. Alright, so now that this is done, these are all in there, 11K stored. See how fast it's going though? And then we turn this off and we turn this on. And then it should start going down. There it goes. And then we don't have the stack upgrade just yet, but it should start crafting everything soon enough. Let me finish up the netherrack stuff. Alright, I got 12 blaze powder from 2 stacks of netherrack. Not too bad, not great either. I think that's about on par. Don't really want to do the math. So, oh, but we get 4 stack upgrades for each one. So actually, that's pretty good. So let's go with 16 again. And leave the other however many blaze powder for something else in the future. So now, is this still going? Yeah, it's still quite going. So let's take this out and put a stack upgrade in. And it should start going a lot faster. There it goes. And I don't know if the stack upgrades stack. I wonder. I don't think so. I think it's actually going to go slower. Yeah. So you want one stack upgrade and the rest speed upgrades, I think, are generally how it works. And then I think it'll be very beneficial to do that here, especially if we start speeding up any of this, then that might start bottlenecking. And this one over here. There we go. And then we want them on both ends, these stack upgrades. So, and this one's not even sped up. That's not right. And stack upgrade there. And so the chickens should be done. So let's turn that off and let's do the aquamarine. Actually, let's not do the aquamarine. So what's aquamarine? Is it like this? What's the recipe for this? It's like that. Okay. All right, so let's grab some more these personal crafters. Let's put all this nether junk away. And let's set up some more personal crafters over here, I guess. And I actually want to move them back here. Yeah, this is an awkward spot here. So let's do this. That one there. Let's actually move this one. There and there. What did I break? Oh, there's burning spores growing up above there. Alright. We'll have to move this one too eventually, but not today. At least not at this exact moment. And then a regular cable right there. And then we could just do one regular cable to come down here and then have all the imports come across here. Alright, so we'll set up coal here. Was that like this? Or did it have the middle? There we go. And then we'll export this stuff and import everything. Will that work? Do we have to specify? And we probably need some speed upgrades here on this import. Couldn't hurt to... I mean, speed upgrades aren't super expensive. I don't think we need stack upgrades for these because they're only going to come in as fast as the plant farms will grow them, so not going to be super fast. There we go. That like that. Export those and import those. There we go. That looks nice. Okay, and then marble. And then what's the recipe for those? Okay. So, marble. There we go. Didn't want to do that. Marble there. Oh, and we want to make sure we have storage for these things. So, not a lot of spaces here. We also want to set up storage for, yeah, because we're already up to 500 there. These are going to drain pretty quickly. I don't know. Put them there for now. And these will drain really quick. There we go. And then the last one was obsidian. How do we... Recipe. Oops. No. Obsidian. How do we use it? Like that. Okay. So come over here. Obsidian. Export obsidian. The essence. There we go. And we need more speed upgrades. There they are. Just make a bunch of them. That's good. This is all coal. That's not what I meant to do. Obsidian. Like that. Come on. Keep my... I must have just grabbed the wrong thing out of my inventory. There we go. They look very similar. There we go. And we want storage for obsidian as well. And we can get rid of these these essence storages as soon as they're empty. We'll deal with that later. So we still got these coal ones too as well. But eventually I'll move things around and get everything fixed. All right, so oh my god. Oh my god. Why is that happening? That's gonna... Alright, so... How much do we have, by the way? Alright, 600... Not a lot. We got 13,000 of that. And I'm pretty sure our storage is full right now because it decided to go ham. Is this full? This needs an upgrade. That's what's going on. And it probably needs 2. Or it couldn't hurt to put 2 because that one's going to be a lot. Oh, we're there we go. All right. See, that's much faster now that we've got the stack upgrade going there. And then hopefully everything should work here fairly soon. We might want some speed upgrades on this one because this one's actually going to be crafting fairly often. Should we do a stack upgrade? Because these are going to come in really quick. And then I don't think it matters too much. There we go. We might be completely drained here. If this did its job already. Looks like it did. No? No, it's still got 3K in the system. Alright, so the sharpening kit. Obsidian. We melt obsidian and pour it into a cast. Alright, so let's come up here, grab some stone, cobblestone. I'll just grab a stack here. And somewhere in one of these things is our pattern table for this guy. Then we come over to this thing, I think, to get one of that. Alright. We can leave that there. And then some obsidian. This is set on automatic. We don't want that. Oh, no. We need a tool first. So gold. Man, my inventory is cluttered. There we go. Get rid of a bunch of this garbage. Killed a little spider in the nether. Got a little item thing for it. I think it's 2 gold for 1 cast. And then, are we done with the Inferium yet? Alright, looks like we got no Inferium in the system. So turn this off. Turn this on. And that should pump it right back in. And then hopefully we won't fill up our chest again this time, because we can't really afford to do that. And then make a cast. And some obsidian. I don't know how much obsidian it takes. 1 block, it says. And we can make multiples if we need to. See what happens. Alright. So we should hit 800 at some point, and then it'll start crafting the next step up. And then this will eventually go down to 400, and it'll stop doing the whole chain. But it should be pretty nice to have all that auto crafting, because it's actually really slow to do it in your inventory. Man, obsidian takes forever to melt, doesn't it? No big deal. No big deal at all. I wonder what our next step is with astral sorcery. I want to look into that fairly soon as well, because we kind of hit pause on that. I think it was definitely worth it. Oh, we actually let's take this out, because I want to get rid of that ridiculous remote in this one. And if I do this while it's being used, it'll screw things up. I don't know how you're supposed to clear these things. There it goes. Okay. And then what is it? Prudentium, Intermedium, Premium. There we go. Should be that. That'll give us some storage for all that stuff. That'll help a ton. And this is done. All right. Man, it is slow. All right, so how's that work? Do we use, is it with a flint? I think that's how it works. So our pickaxe with a flint and this thing, mining level cobalt. Does that, it does, oh, it doesn't even take up a modifier. That's so awesome. All right. So then we can go in and grab a bunch of manium. Well, manium, not directly. It's cobalt and then ardite, I think it's called. I think there was some ardite, like right in this area. Yeah, there it is. Oh, this is a slow pickaxe though. So I think a new pickaxe out of manium, it's going to be one of my priorities. And I don't know what we're going to want to make the rod out of. We'll have to look at the book and see what options we have. So that's 4 ardite. That doesn't count. That's inferium. And there was a whole bunch up here, but I don't. You put away all my nether rack. Let's hope we don't find lava here. Make a little staircase up. Oh, it's different. It looks like the sky. It still looks like the sky. There we go. I wonder if that's on purpose. A little more ardite right here. Oops. I jumped prematurely. And there should be just a ton of cobalt. And I need an apple. Yep, there's a bunch of cobalt right there. A little more ardite here. And I think there's some more cobalt down there. This is going to be a little bit slow, so let me pick all this up. Alright, I got 13 cobalt and 14 ardite. Pretty decent haul right there. Let's put this away. And you can use this thing. There are ways to make alloys with this, but I think it's kind of just a pain in the butt, and I think it's probably worth it. Let's see if we can make clay, but I think it's time to make like a true Tinker's smeltery thing. So let's see if we can craft it like that. Yeah, okay. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's going to make things a lot easier. So we want, what's it, grout? Can we make it that way? Here we go. It's not a lot. Oh, we got all our clay here. There we go. Can we craft gravel? Yes, we can. Should be able to craft all this stuff. And then I'm going to have to smelt a bunch of it, and then I'll be back. I think we're actually going to want to get the speed upgrades for these things, because this one is not keeping up, and we're actually up to 13,000 Inferium Essence. And we can see we're into the intermedium, but like I think this is actually growing faster than we're dealing with it. So I don't remember what's needed. I think it's a bit of a pain. It's these things. We need these upgrade bases, which gold in a resonator. Oops, gold is obvious. This thing, a block of coal. Okay, that's easy enough. And I don't believe I'm almost certain that I turned off GP because honestly, I don't think it's a good mechanic. I don't think it makes sense flavor-wise. I don't think it makes sense mechanically. I do not care about grid powder at all. I think it's really annoying to have to deal with. I do not like it one bit. So let's see how fast this is. Okay, without any speed upgrades. It's like that. So there are some things that don't quite work properly with grid power disabled. But at least we've got this, which it's a lot better. I think most of the things work. There were just some of the like flying rings and stuff like that that didn't work quite properly. But I don't think they're actually involved as part of the chain of things. I think I actually disabled them as a result. So we can make some more of these, and that should actually speed it up. There we go. Let's make 4 of these like this. Oops. Does feel a little bit cheaty to do it like that, but I don't know, it's such an annoying mechanic. I really do not care for grid power at all. And the advanced speed upgrades are still actually pretty gate kept by the mechanics of the mod. Otherwise, just not a fan. So let's see. I think it might be limited to 4 that we can do. But at least we're going a lot faster now. So that's good. This one's going to be fine. So we're actually going down in our Inferium. I think our grout is basically done now. We've probably got a bunch of seared bricks. So let's go up there and it's mostly done. I think that's actually going to be plenty. So we need a seared tank. Pretty sure. Oh, there's a melt. Nope, we don't want a melter. And so a seared tank. One of those. And then there's like a controller. A seared creeper face. That's funny. So, smeltery controllers. Seared furnace controller. Tinker tank. Okay, so we want that. And then just a bunch of seared brick, I think, is all we need. And this, like that. And just make a ton of it. 37, is that all I got? Seems low. But we can... I'm just going to get rid of all of this. Oh, we need a couple other things. So, one of them is those. I think the other ones are, these are the drains. There we go. And then we... I don't know if those basins will actually work. The white ones, the porcelain ones, I think they work fine. Is that done? Wow, okay. Well, we've got a ton of this more. So let's make sure we have enough. Let's start with a table. Alright, so if we do a 3x3 here, I'm going to have to move that chest there. And I think there's a couple of patterns inside of it. And just 2, that's fine. Alright. Let's put the tank back here, I think, and then this controller here. We'll probably end up moving this at some point, but whatever. Alright. It should actually count. Yep, and it's flaming on. So, lava. Nope, lava. Let's fill her up. That's not it at all. There we go, and let's put that table down here. And one of the drains. There we go, and we might as well do a second level, because it's more storage. Alright, let's do 3 of each of these, I think. Let's do 4 of each of them. I don't want to overdo it because they will merge together. And I can make seeds of all of these things. Although Manilan seeds I think are more important than cobalt seeds. Or, I mean, really you just use Manilan, cobalt and ardite to make Manilan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but whatever. Um, and then, so we got this chest here. Let's move that. Of course it did. Alright. And I'm stuck here? There we go. Okay. Let's just grab another chest and not worry about it. There we go. Put our patterns away, and then let's look at Tinker. It's called Materials in You. That's what it's called. Let's look for rods. Tool materials. So we're looking at handles. We're looking at... I guess the primary thing we're going to get out of a handle is durability and a modifier, and then sometimes these special abilities. So nightly gives us 100 with a... And then fiery, we can't do either of those actually. Flint, oh that seems awful. And stone, those are both awful. Bone has a low base, but then a 1.1 modifier, which is pretty good. Cactus looks bad. Obsidian's not great. Prismarine's not great. Paper's not great. And sponge, which we can't really do. Firewood. Pig iron. Iron's not bad. Night slime. Alright, cobalt is decent. Manilan's got a little it's got a high modifier. So this is our head though. This is what we're looking for. So we're going to lose durability, but our mining speed and attack is going to be fantastic. Oh. Is cobalt actually better for a pickaxe? But Manilan's better for a sword, it looks like, because the attack goes way up, the mining speed goes way down. Good to know. Durability's a little bit. Alright. Silver handles, pretty decent. Oh, we can't get silver. Steel is pretty good. Magical wood gives us stuff, but it's not really. Alamite. Thaumium's pretty good. The modifier sucks. You don't get much durability, but you get an extra slot, but we don't have thaumium yet. Glow and you become invisible. That's interesting. That actually makes for an interesting sword. Alright, mana steel. Ooh. That's actually really good, isn't it? Why is it better than Terra Steel? Elementum's really good too. Awakened. Wyvern. Oh. We can't actually get any of that emerald. So I think it's between mana steel. Mana can be used in place of durability. Steel is 150 with a 1.9 or a 0.9 modifier. And then back at the beginning, what did we have? Bone. Looks like it's mana steel. Yeah. Yeah, that seems pretty good. So, that's just stuff that I put iron into a pool, right? Yep, okay. Easy enough. Sorry if that was a little slow. I think it's actually important to look at how you would do that, how you would pick what kind of items you want for what tools and stuff like that. And then I think we want paper to give us the modifier. We won't get too great of a um, durability bonus, but we get the extra slot and stuff like that. I wish we had thaumium, but we don't yet. It might actually be in something worth going into. So we need, oh, we probably already have these patterns, don't we? Yeah, we do. We do not need this one, though. I don't want that. Okay. So, paper. Let's get us a binding. And one of these, I think. I think that's what we want. And then as far as the sticks go, I don't think we melt the mana steel. I think we just take this like this and put it together. No? So mana steel 2 rod. Oh, yep, no, we do melt it. Alright, good to know. Didn't think you did that. Alright, let's melt some mana steel then. And we got some manulin. So, which did we decide? The sword was better. But the... So we don't have a sword blade. I probably should look at what kind of swords I can make and stuff like that. But I'm not too worried about it. I mean, we could make a cleaver or something like that. I find that they're a bit slow. They're good for getting wither heads. And that's about it, I think. This one, and we need cobblestone. There we go. Put that one away. And do we have a stick pattern? We don't, so we need another. We need this out of cobblestone as well. Like that. There we go. And then we can put both of these patterns away. And let's throw this binding pattern off the edge. I don't need 2 of them. Alright. This is mana steel done. Mana steel is done, so now we need 4 gold to make these patterns. And we have a pickaxe. We're going to want some more cobalt, but I want to get rid of... I guess we can safely add more cobalt now that I think about it, because we've already mixed up all the ardite. Alright, so let's do the sword cast. And then the stick cast. Might as well just do them both at once. And then I think we might just make 2 mana steel sticks. There we go. And this isn't done yet. We can make the manulin into... That was the sword, right? I hope so. And we might have to make an actual tool forge in order to... I don't think it counts for these specific items, actually, now that I think about it. I think we're fine making... Actually, what we should make also is a... Let me see what it's called. This thing. A mattock. So we need an axe head and a shovel head. Oh, we don't have any patterns? And we need those out of stone as well. Which means we need 4 more gold. Throw that gold in there. And we're going to need some more cobalt. I think these are... We'll just throw some more cobalt in there. We're going to want it anyways because we want some seeds, especially since we can do different things with the different types of materials and stuff like that. And we want another rod here out of mana steel. And then we need to cast these 2 heads. So the medic is like a axe and a shovel at the same time. It's quite useful. I think it also counts as a hoe as well. It's just super useful. And I believe since we're looking for mining speed, that we want cobalt. We're done with this one right now. Oops. I didn't really want a mana steel head. Can I just melt that? I think I can. Where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, okay, I can melt it. Alright. And I think that's everything. So if we go in and we make one of these, boop. There we go. And then one of these. There we go. And one of these. There we go. Nice. Bunch of tools. Very, very cool. So that's a pretty useful thing to go to the Nether for. So, yeah. The auto crafting on the Inferium is working really, really well. You can see that we've got around 3,600 of that, which we want. And then we got around 800 of the first 2 steps. So we're up to almost 100 of the Superium. And so as soon as this reaches 400, it'll start auto crafting these ones. And this will actually happen a lot faster than it seems like. It seems like it's stalled out. But we're producing really, really quickly. And we're actually going to help that along quite a bit. Because we should have enough to make some Inferium seeds, or tier 6 seeds. These are tier 5. So we can take these, and I think we only need 8 of these. And that's tier 6. So that's pretty cool. And then a couple more seeds that I'd like to make. So these ones are only tier 4. So if we go down to the tier 1 seed, let's actually make 2 of them because we're going to do, I'm pretty sure both of them are at least tier 2. I think the other one are tier 5. So where'd that go? Cobalt seeds right there. So that's nice. And then these guys right here. Yep, tier 5. We out of... Alright, so we're going to have to... Let's do... these guys. I'll have to craft a few of these. And... there we go. Oh, no. Is our storage full again? What's going on here? Where'd they go? All right. Very confused. Very, very confused. Did I not make... There we go. And then one more time. There we go. Maniolan seeds. Let me check my storage down below just to make sure. How are we doing here? I've still got some marble seeds, marble essence. Quite a bit of it. I'm a little concerned about that. I've got a ton of marble essence. Alright, so that seems to be my problem. So I'm making it faster than I... Oh my god. Okay, so this actually isn't dumping. That's the problem. Alright, and then let's... I got some stack and speed upgrades on me. And then let's get some speed upgrades for the other thing. So we're probably going to have to do a bit of this. This is when I don't regret not having GP, because dealing with GP for all this would be awful. There we go. That should clear out the marble essence fairly quickly. And then anything else that's really... We got some aquamarines that we could get out of the system here. We've got storage for them now. So let's do that. And make sure it's not dumping it back in. There it is. So there we go. Oh, no. Oops. What would an episode be if I didn't die right near the end? I don't know. I think I've only done that one other time, but it's still funny. Alright, so I think this is actually probably done here. Oh, okay. I've got a bunch in storage here. Is this full? And we could probably actually stop making aquamarine. That is a crazy amount of aquamarine and marble. There's just like, we don't really need thousands and thousands of marble. We needed a lot, but we can always replant these seeds. I think it's probably a good idea to stop this right here. And then what are these? Obsidian. That we probably want at least going for a little while. Alright, so I think I'm going to end the episode there. It feels like we didn't accomplish that much, but I think we kind of did accomplish quite a bit. We got some new seeds. There's a bunch of stuff I did between the episode. And we got the speed upgrades, the stack upgrades. We got some auto crafting. We got quite a bit of auto crafting going on. And then we got some new tools and stuff like that. And I'm going to level up these 3 seeds that I got here between episodes. And they should help. All of these should help quite a bit. We probably actually won't need more than 1 plant of the cobalt and the maniolan, because like 200 of those is probably more than a... You know what? I'm not even gonna upgrade those. I'm just gonna plant one of each of them and see how they do. I think they'll be fine, and I'll set up the auto crafting for them. I think I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'm definitely gonna level up these tier 6 seeds. That's gonna be really important because we still need quite a lot of Inferium. As you can see, we're making our way up the chain, but we're not quite there yet, and so I want to make sure that that's growing really quick. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. You guys have a good one.